Okay, so this is a 72-inch, and this is the relay right here. I don't know if you can see the relay. But this relay, see that? I don't know if you can see how burnt. It's been shortened out, and so that is the relay to the fan, to the cooling fan, which is right there. So I'm not sure exactly what I can do. Can I straight wire that shit? I don't know. But yeah, so that's the problem with the 72. Anybody got any advice? Please let me know. Good morning, guys. So yeah, here we are. Here we go. Man, the truck's a mess, man. We got a pretty good bit to do today. It's Thursday morning. I know I was talking about yesterday just briefly, about the other mower. So just kind of an update on that mower that's got about, seems like it's lagging power, So me and my mechanic looked at it, just my regular mechanic. We looked at it, and it seems to be nothing going on with the throttle cable, nothing going on with the choke cable, nothing going on. Everything is moving like it's supposed to, and it runs great. So I don't know. I guess it could be a blown cylinder. We didn't even, he said he didn't. My mechanic said he didn't think it was that. So I did a few things. I changed the fuel filter, and I got 2 spark plugs to put in. I put one of them in, but then the other spark plug on the end is way on the inside. I can't even reach the damn thing. So I'm gonna have to figure something out on that part too. I got one new spark plug in there. I don't know, and the fuel filter on there, and the air filter. So, but we'll just have to see, man. I don't know how to. I don't know what else I can do, man, so, but if that mower has to go into the shop for anything, then I'm probably gonna have to buy another mower, man. Just saying, man. It ain't that and I'm okay with buying another mower. Nobody ever likes, I don't never like to spend, 10,000 plus. And it would be a 10,000 plus mower, So I'm not gonna get no 24 horsepower or no 25 horsepower. Any mower that I buy is gonna be, 29 horsepower or more. I really like to get 35 horsepower, to be perfectly honest with you. But you never know. We'll have to see. But if I have to buy another mower, I'll buy another mower. But make no mistake, if I buy another mower, I'm not gonna throw this one away. I'll buy another mower, and I'll make sure that I have enough money to put an engine on it, if that's what, if it is truly still. I don't rebuild mower engines. That ain't something I do. Maybe a lot of you guys might do that, man, but I don't do that, man. I just go on to buy a new engine. That's just me. How I do that engine thing, man. Because to me, these small engines, when I say small engines, mower engines that are, 30 horsepower or whatever, man, once you start getting, and I know you can get a lot more out of them, but once you start getting, 1,500, 1,800 hours on them, and start having problems with the engine, I ain't fixing to rebuild all that, because it takes just as long, and I don't have no warranty or nothing, man, and I can just buy a damn straight out a crate engine, man, and drop it on there, man. It's pretty easy to do. I've done it on a few mowers over the years. So for all you guys that rebuild engines, kudos to you, man. I ain't no way I'm gonna do that, man. That's too involved for me. And I don't want to pay nobody to do that either. If I'm gonna pay anybody, I'll pay them to drop an engine on one. Just go on and spend, $2,500 or $2,800, maybe $3,000 on a new engine. You know? So that's a lot of things going on in my head right now. Another mower, contemplating, you know, what's wrong with this mower. I got the 72, like I showed y'all earlier, on the, you know, with that relay. I don't really know what to do about that because the mower's so old that I don't even know, man. If I have to buy anything, I think that thing comes. If you buy the parts for that 72, I'm gonna have to buy a whole wiring harness, and they're expensive, you know. And then you got to put it on too, you know, the wiring. Anyway, I'm pulling up to the first one, man. I ain't got time to play, y'all. I got to get to cutting, man. Peace out. Okay, guys. It's Ray. So we're on the next to the last one. I'm letting the new kid get some practice on the mower. Him and Drew. And I'm watching too, so I might be a little spacey. So I'm looking into getting another mower. I'm trying to see exactly what I'm going to do. The mower I'm looking to get is, you know, probably around 13.5 or something like that. So I'm going to have to see what all I need to do that. Okay, guys, so it's Thursday afternoon. We got done today. The new kid, he's working out pretty good. Today when I was talking to him about, you know, being faster and stuff, and I think a damn light, I saw a light click on in his head. He kind of is understanding where I'm coming from and why I don't like to pay an hourly. Because when you pay hourly, you know, you're not motivating these guys to do anything. Though I can pay hourly, and I have, and I will, and I do. That's not the best way. That's not the best way for these guys that work for me to get better. So, you know, I want them to get better. Not only out here as working for me, but I want them to get better in life too. So, these guys are working out pretty good. And I want this young guy to be fast, accurate, and whether he's working for me or anybody else, and you know, to be all that he can be. You know, I'm all about that, man. So it might look like, well, Ray's all about the money. Well, yeah, I'm gonna make my money out here, man, because you gotta do something to make money. But you know, greater than that, you know, is the ability to be able to hire some of these guys, show them how to do this kind of work, and show them that they don't have to, you know, have a 4-year degree to make a damn good living, you know. So today, the young guy, the new kid, that's what I call him, the new kid, he did really good. He's kind of slow, but I expect some of that. We got on one job where it was just me and him, and I told him, I said, just zip around the house real quick, man. You'll pretty much be waiting on me. Man, he was in the, I mean, he went around the house, and it took him forever. I mean, I was able to cut the whole front yard and edge the driveway while he was in the back. And man, I mean, in the property, I mean, yeah, it didn't justify that. So I'm like, dude, what in the hell, you know, what's taking you so long? Well, I had this, and I said, dude, you're gonna have to be faster. And when I told him that, I was probably scalding him just a little bit to let him know, hey man, you know, this is not, you know, you got to move faster than that, man. So because I done edged and cut the whole front yard, and he ain't even weeded it in the back. I mean, you know. So after I told him that, you know, we did that, we finished that job, but we got in the truck, and I went on to explain to him, you know, how I do this pay, and how I do, you know, how fast he is directly reflects how much money he makes. Because in the morning time, or in the evening time, you know, when I'm making the list for the next day, I already know what I'm gonna pay each guy, you know. So on a job, on a day like today, for example, on a day like today, with him being new, we do the same jobs that we did 2 weeks ago today, you know, give or take. So I'm willing to put out so much labor money for that day, for today's route. And it, you know, well, it being his, you know, first day on this particular route, well, he's a lot slower. So it appears that he's not making that great of money today. But like I told him in the truck, I said, dude, if it's taking us 6.5 hours today, in 2 weeks we'll be at 6 hours, and in a month from now we'll be at 5 hours and a quarter, you know, or 5 hours. So you'll make more money because you'll be spending less time out here. See, what they don't understand when they come in the door, man, we're working all, you know, and I ain't, by the time, you know, I ain't making that much money because of this, because you're new and you're not moving as fast and as efficient as you will be in a month. So your pay is going to reflect that. Not that I'm going to pay you any more or any less, but the fact that you're new, green, and you don't know your way around, and you're slowing up each job a lot slower than it has to be because you don't know what you're doing yet. And you're slowing the job up in every phase because you're slowing me up too, because I have to explain to you everything that's going on each individual job. So once I don't have to do that, and then once you realize what your job is on each particular job, and you get out of the truck and you know exactly what you got to do, well, you're going to shave a bunch of time off of the day. And then that 6 hours, 6.5 hour turns into 5 hours. And you're making the same amount of money that you were making at 6.5 hours. So your pay rate goes up by the mere fact that you're learning what the hell you're doing. That's how I do it, y'all. I don't know if everybody else does it like that. It's hard for me to do an hourly rate and stick to that hourly rate because I don't like that, man. I don't like doing the hourly rate. I will, but I don't like to, man, because well, it just ain't that great of a way to, for me, in my particular business, in my particular area, for my particular type routing and all, it's just not the best way to do it and inspire and get the most out of each of these guys. I want these guys to know, hey man, the quicker you pick up what you're doing, the quicker you learn how to run the equipment, the quicker that you learn the properties, then the quicker you make more money. And I don't have to do anything more than what I'm doing right now. I don't have to give them a raise because their raise is dictated by them and how fast they are. That's their raise. So that's just a point to ponder. That's how I do it. Y'all let me know in the comments how you guys do it. And yeah. So y'all know I've been thinking about buying another mower, and I'm not opposed to financing. So I filled out a little credit app over at online on the dealer site, and they approved me to get another mower. So with 0 interest down for 48 months. I mean, 0 interest for 48 months? Are you kidding me? Dude, man. So I'm probably going to end up getting another lawnmower. And I'm probably going to stick in the X Series, Laser Z. I talked to the dealer and I told him I wanted at least a 31 horsepower, 60-inch Laser Z with the 12 tires. And he said it was 14.5, 14.9, yeah. So I may go that route, I don't know yet. Just because I'm getting financing don't mean that I'm gonna get stupid, but I am gonna buy a top of the line mower no matter what I do. It's gonna be top of the line in whatever. I may not even go with eXmark, you know, because I feel like, I told him, I said, dude, if I buy a brand new lawnmower off you guys, you know, and I pay, you know, $14,000 for it, 13.8 or whatever, then I would expect it to have 12 tires on it. And my dealer is telling me, no, the 12 tires are going to cost you $1,200 more. So that's where I'm at. I'm not, right now, if I had to pull the trigger right now on a mower, I wouldn't buy one. So I'm going to look at some other brands. I might look at some Ferris. I heard that Ferris is a real good mower. The biggest issue for me with lawn mowers is I want a powerful engine. You know, these 25 horsepower 60-inch mowers, hell to the no, man. Ain't no way I don't care what it costs. It don't matter, because I'm gonna wood if I get a 60-inch mower for $12,500 or $12,000 and it's a 25 horsepower. I'm gonna be kicking myself for not getting a 35 horsepower for another $1,000. I mean, I can't believe they even sell a 60-inch commercial and call it commercial mower with a 25 horsepower engine on it. That's just not commercial to me. That's high-end homeowner. And y'all see the properties I cut. Man, I cut monster properties, man. And I don't 25 horsepower, man. That just. So I'm fixing to go in here and eat some lunch. I'm gonna look at some other mower brands and see what everybody else, you know, has to offer, you know. But any mower that I buy is going to be a top mower. It's going to be, you know, a 30 horsepower or more. Preferably a 35 horsepower or 37 horsepower. You know, that's what I like. But I'm not willing to spend $15,000. You know, I don't know. Might be willing to do it. It's just according. But I think that I can find a 30 horsepower mower, 60-inch deck, brand new, Ferris or one of them, you know, I don't know, 61-inch mower, whatever Ferris has in the 60-inch range. Because what I've noticed, man, is Ferris, they put big ass engines on these mowers, man. They don't play. eXmark seems to be wanting to play around, man. You know, 25 horsepower? Don't even talk to me about a 25 horsepower Z-turn mower, man. Not me. I'm just saying, man. It ain't worth it to me. Because as soon as you get out here and you get into some of this thick, wet grass that I cut down here in the south sometimes, you're going to wish you had the 37 or 35 horsepower. And then longevity too, man. Longevity's a big deal, man. You know, 35 horsepower, for the most part, it's going to last longer than 25 horsepower. I'll wear a 25 horsepower mower out, man. And they just don't, no, ain't doing it, man. So I'm happy to be approved for the financing, so that's cool. I didn't know if I've never filled out a form to get financing. I've always just paid cash for the mowers that I have. So, you know, I'm going into a new era of business here by financing. But at zero interest, why not? I mean, why would I come off the money? You know, if I couldn't get financing, then I'd have to come off the money. Why would I come off the money if I don't have to? Shit. I'm just saying, y'all. Anyway, y'all comment and let me know what you guys think on mowers and stuff, man, and what you think I ought to try to look at, you know. Now, I'm not going to have time to be demoing 10 and 15 mowers and all that crap. I'm not going to do all that. I'm going to look for a mower, zero in on one, and do a little research on it, and then I'm going to damn pull the trigger and buy it, you know. I'm not one of these guys that run around kicking tires for 2 weeks. No. Once I set my sight on one and I see that it's everything that I want it to be, then I'm gonna get it, man. I don't play like that, man. I don't have time to be lollygagging around, man. Anyway, this is Ray's Lawn Care. Peace out, guys.